Cheers, VC, Vinyl Community, Tony. Tony's LPs are us. Thanks for stopping in again. I want to thank everyone who subbed and everyone who liked and everyone who comments on our videos. We really appreciate the comments. And if you haven't, if you're a new viewer and you haven't subscribed, please do so. It really helps us out. I appreciate it. Just having a little bit of my iced coffee on here. My iced coffee recipe is on one of my shorts. That we got a lot of hits on that. And, if you try it, you might like it. It's just got a little special, as far as I know, a special ingredient that will make it stand out from your typical iced coffee. But anyway, this topic is something that came to me last week. We took a road trip to Maine in our car, and it's about a 7-hour drive, but with stops, and it's not, we stop for gas, stop to get something to eat, stop to stretch your legs, maybe 8 hours in the car. So I brought a bunch of CDs with me. I don't have satellite. Never liked the pressed sound that I got from Sirius Radio, so I never continued with it. Luckily, my car has a CD player, also has inputs for flash drive and Bluetooth, so I was able to bring tons of music, and I brought these CDs here, if you could see. I actually did a short on a road trip short on my CDs that I brought, and I was listening to some of them. I'm thinking, wow, I really wish I had that on vinyl. Cheers. Because a lot of these I don't have on vinyl. They sound great. Favorites of mine, I always play them if I'm in the car. So I just want to show you some of my CDs that I wish I had on vinyl. And if you could please, maybe comment, what CDs do you love that for whatever reason you don't have on vinyl? A lot of times they're not available on vinyl, as far as maybe domestically. And most of the time they're available on vinyl, but they're way too expensive. And that's the case with some of these. So I'm holding off on the vinyl since I'm a vinyl collector. I really want to have that vinyl in that particular person or artist's collection. I really want to keep it. I like to be a completist, but sometimes you just do it. So here's just a few of them that I picked up from this road trip. Here's one that I don't have yet, which is probably easy to get, which is Bruce Springsteen, Rising. Obviously, this came out after 9/11, as you know. And this is a really nice CD booklet, almost like a book. But I have just about everything Bruce did on vinyl, except for the bootlegs, obviously. I used to have the bootlegs. I don't have a lot of those anymore. But I wish I had this on vinyl. This one I like a lot, but don't even know if it's on vinyl. The Ginger Baker Trio. And this is with Charlie Hayden and Bill Frisell, as you can see there. That's the cover. Really good record. Don't have it on vinyl. This is one that I brought. I always loved this, and I think I read that it's going to come out on vinyl, or it is in the works. Walking into Clarksdale, Page and Plant, which they got together after Zeppelin broke up, and just a great album. I actually saw this tour live. There's the ticket, and here's the CD. So Walking into Clarksdale, Page Plant. This has some great stuff on it. Blue Train, Hand in Your Heart, Walking into Clarksdale. And this was released in 1998, but I don't have that on vinyl. Here's another one from the collection that I just pulled out because of the untimely death of Robbie Robertson. And I have a few of his solo albums, but I don't have this one, Robbie Robertson and the Red Road Ensemble. And this was a soundtrack to a TBS special, which is worth watching, The Native Americans. And you can see right there. but that's a great one. Really good music. Really rhythmic and organic, and a lot of these I'm thinking if they sound good in the car or on CD, how great can they sound with the dynamics of a great vinyl pressing? Here's another one, a Zeppelin, that I don't have on vinyl. Always wanted it on vinyl. The classic How the West Was Won, all live recordings. It's a three CD set. So if this was on vinyl, it's probably a 4 or 5 record or maybe more LP collection. This has a 23-minute version of Whole Lot of Love, a 9-minute of Bring It On Home, 25-minute version of Dazed and Confused. And this is a beautiful trifold compilation. Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, John Bonham. All of these records were produced by Jimmy Page. And that's that there. That is something I'll keep my eye out, but I'm sure it's just out of my price range that I feel comfortable with. So I have the CD. Here's one which is one of my favorite Stones records, which is Exile. I have Exile on Main Street OG with the postcards, mint condition, the pressing that you want. Forget the plant, but the pressing that you want. But this is a 2 CD set with the outtakes and things that didn't end up on the record that were recorded during the Exile sessions. So it's a really good record. The second CD has alternate tracks, and like I said, things that did not make it to the album, to the double album. But I wish I had this on vinyl. Here's another one that I don't have on vinyl yet, which someday I'll get. Bob Dylan, the Whitmark demos. And I believe these are mono, but they sound so good. This is in a slipcase, which has all the little goodies. Here's a little insert of a 63 concert. Here's the booklet, which is fantastic. Back an old ticket. And the actual disc. Great artwork on here. Great photos of Bob that I haven't seen since, before this. Here's another one that I wish I had, which is a great Pretenders, the Isle of View live recording. Chrissy and the Pretenders. I've actually had this since I picked it up at the CD Club, BMG CD Club. But this is one, I have just about every Pretenders, but I don't have this on vinyl. This is one of my favorites. Here's another one that I wish I had on vinyl, but I don't have yet. Basically because it's probably in the $200 to $300 range now. The Beatles' Love. I believe this also has a DVD audio in it on 5.1. It's a Love CD and DVD audio. This is great. If you haven't heard this, this is worth picking up. But I warn you, when you hear these, you tend to get mixed up when you hear the original recordings because they're blended, they're looped, they're mixed differently. This is for Circus Olay, of course. And here's the opening with the CD and the DVD. But really sounds fantastic as the booklet. Let me see. I have a few here. I have a couple of Bowies that I have almost every Bowie up to a certain point. Before he passed away, obviously a lot came out after he passed away. I have an original of Black Star, or the last record he did, still sealed. which you may think it's crazy, but I just won't open it. I'll buy another copy and keep that sealed. But anyway, 2 CDs, 2 double CD live. This is Stage, and this is Live at the Tower in Philly. And I saw Bowie at Philly, but not at this show. Has a booklet, the old-fashioned thick double boxes, which are really nice. So these are 2 Dylans that I would like to have on vinyl someday. I have a few more, if I could locate them here. This one I listened to on my road trip. Fantastic. Don't have it on vinyl. Watch the glare. Edgar Winter and Rick Derringer live in Japan. Of course, this concert was in Japan. I believe at Budokan. I can't confirm that, but let's see if it says that. But anyway, this closes with Frankenstein, an unbelievable kick butt Frankenstein. Here's the booklet. Really jam on this. Really jam. Let me see. Recorded live at the Meza Aki, Tokyo, Japan. So it's not Budokan. January 24th, 1990. And actually mixed and mastered in Tokyo in March of 1990, which is really cool. So it's complete Japanese. But I always wanted this on record, but I don't have it. Here's something that I really love. Don't have it on record. I don't know if it's even on vinyl. But this was a tribute to Curtis Mayfield. And these tributes, I always pick these up. I usually get these used. I'm fortunate enough to find them in some thrift shops or on yard sales. But this is great because it has all your heroes doing your other heroes' music. This has Bruce Springsteen doing an unbelievable version of Gypsy Woman. The Ozzy Brothers doing I'm So Proud. B.B. King doing Woman's Got Soul. Rod Stewart, of course, People Get Ready. Phil Collins, I've Been Trying. Elton John and the Sounds of Blackness, Amen. So really good dynamics, good sound on this CD. So I wish I could find it on vinyl if it was affordable. Clapton's also on here. What Clapton does, unless he's a guest on some other record. But don't see Clapton. Oh, You Must Believe Me, Clapton. So that's a great one. This one I have volume 1 of the Traveling Wilburys, but I don't have volume 2. This is the box set. It's available on vinyl, I know. This is the box set with volume 3 and volume 1. And this is cool because it has a DVD in it. And here's that. And I actually picked this up at a yard sale. But I was lucky enough to find the first Wilburys record a few years ago. Here's another Bruce that I love this CD. Listen to it in the car a lot when I go on long drives. The Promise. A lot of session work from Darkness on the Edge of Town sessions. This is really nice. It's a single record. I mean, it's a double CD with a single booklet in there. Booklet's attached. And here are the tracks on there, but great stuff. And of course, The Promise. Great artwork. And these are some of my favorites. If you saw the PBS specials, The Blues, which was produced and directed, I believe, by Martin Scorsese. Now, these were great. A lot of these are it's compilations, but on one record, on one session, this is called Red, White, and Blues. And that's what this is, Red, White, and Blues. This is Red, White, and Blues. I believe there's 3 or 4 CDs. They're all recommended. Now, I wish I had the whole set on vinyl, but this one in particular has, if you don't know this, listen to it. Listen to these on YouTube. Tom Jones and Jeff Beck singing together, doing Going Down Slow with Jeff Beck obviously accompanying him. This has Jeff Beck, Rolling and Tumbling. It has Tom Jones, Lordy Miss Claudie. It has Lulu with Jeff Beck. And this also, I believe, has, another Tom Jones and Jeff Beck, Hard Times. And one has Chris Farlow with Little Joe Cook. Lulu with Jeff Beck, Cry Me a River. Tom Jones and Jeff Beck, Love Letters. This is amazing. And another one has Jeff Beck with Van Morrison. So these, I'm not sure if they were on vinyl or maybe a very limited run, but this is something I would pay a lot for. This series here. Here's the other one. This is a compilation. Otis Rush, Muddy Waters, Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Bob Dylan, Maggie's Farm. And last but not least, this box set of Sticky Fingers, which has the outtakes and things that didn't make it to the record. Really nice. I could imagine how good this sounds on LP, but they sound great on CD. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I could go through. I have tons of CDs I wish I had on vinyl. Someday I'm happy to just get one recently. I'll show you. I brought this on my road trip. But just recently, I was able to pick this up at a Barnes & Noble's, Riding with the King. I always had CD when it first came out. That day it came out. But I didn't buy the vinyl. I was more into CDs at that point. But I just had just bought the record, and the record's super. So that's one that I finally did get on LP. So, but thanks a lot for watching. If you're a new watcher, a new viewer, please subscribe. Thank everybody who has subscribed and liked. And that's it. So leave me your comments. What CDs that you have that you would really like to have on vinyl? And why don't you have them on vinyl for whatever reason? Some of them, like I said, that Johnny Winter and Derringer may not be on vinyl. I'm not sure. The Martin Scorsese's The Blues may not be on vinyl. But let me know what you would pick. So hope you liked this segment. Thanks a lot. Keep rocking, keep trucking. Cheers. Thank you.